This is Tom T back at 780 KAZM AM on the dial, Sedona, Arizona, doing a health reporter interview with Monica Raton. And where are you from, Monica?
I'm from Cottonwood, just down the road.
I'll be darned. Are you a regular listener?
I am.
Okay, because otherwise we're going to stop the interview right now.
No, I got you. I got you on the dial.
Send you over to the other station. Okay. And then we have Sandy on the line. Sandy, would you like to identify yourself?
Hi, I'm Sandy Ellingson. I'm a doctoral student also at ASU and a neonatal nurse practitioner. I'm actually in California.
Okay, we won't hold that against you. Oh, we know you're leaning left over there, aren't you? As you're doing this interview?
No. I'm opposite of what most California is.
Oh, you don't eat sprouts.
I don't.
Very good.
I don't.
Okay, and then we have Lisa on the line also. Lisa, would you...
I'm in Cape Creek, Arizona, and I'm a pediatric nurse practitioner in primary care.
Okay, I need you to speak up, Lisa, because your cell phone signal there is a little dodgy, and you're going to need to cut through it with some power.
Oh, okay.
That's better.
Is this better?
That's much better, yeah.
Yeah.
See, those cell phones, technologically, those cell phones all have little gates on them, and if you don't really pop into them, they won't open up very well.
Green, I'm a pediatric nurse practitioner, and I'm in Cave Creek, Arizona.
Okay, so it's two Arizona gals beating up on one California gal.
Right.
Actually, there's no contest, folks. I just agreed to do the interview. Okay. So they're probably going to beat up on me.
No, never.
All right, Monica, hit it.
Okay, well, as you know, I sent you the information on this. This is part of an assignment that we need to complete to get our doctoral degree in nursing. And what we're after is something called a Doctor of Nursing Practice. The Doctor of Nursing Practice is an evidence-based nurse. And so what we do is, in the beginning of our program, we start out by identifying a problem, and then we develop a program to help solve the problem. It's called evidence-based practice. And so what the interview today is about interviewing you about what your scope is about a healthcare reporter. Healthcare reporter. So they gave us a list of questions to ask you,
okay.
And then we needed to come up with 2 additional questions to ask, and so we'll go ahead with that now then.
Okay.
Okay, so the first question they want us to ask is, what is the scope of the healthcare reporter? What is your role? What's your scope of your...
Oh, as far as we take things into consideration here at the radio station as a healthcare reporter, we like to try and stay on the cutting edge of the newest information that's coming out to provide that to the listeners so that they get the opportunity to know what's going on, make choices that are detrimental to themselves. We have largely a baby boomer audience. And health issues become paramount to you as you get older, of course. So we think it's real important to make sure that our listeners are getting the information when it's firsthand available. So we try to maintain communication.
We'll go ahead with that now then.
Okay.
Okay, so the first question they want us to ask is, what is the scope of the healthcare reporter? What is your role? What's your scope of your...
Oh, as far as we take things into consideration here at the radio station as a healthcare reporter, we like to try and stay on the cutting edge of the newest information that's coming out to provide that to the listeners so that they get the opportunity to know what's going on, make choices that are detrimental to themselves. We have largely a baby boomer audience. And health issues become paramount to you as you get older, of course. So we think it's real important to make sure that our listeners are getting the information when it's firsthand available. So we try to maintain communication with and relationships with all the healthcare practitioners that we can in this area in northern Arizona.
Great. And do you two have anything, do you have the list of questions?
So, Tom, what makes an appealing story for the reporter to be interested? I think that you kind of touched on that with your first response about being on the cutting edge. Is there anything else that you would like to add to that?
Yeah, I think in terms of appeal and the listenership that we have, the demographic that we concentrate on, things that might be happening in their lives right now that we should be privy to, as they start to get a little bit older and they're developing those aches and pains that you get out of bed with that you didn't used to, the onset of diabetes, heart disease, proper nutrition, things like this that people, I think, I don't know, I was a little different because as a kid I paid attention to those things. I was an athlete, so I paid attention to those things. But I think a lot of people don't until they have the need, and they're developing the need as they hit 45, 55 years old and hit their 60s.